Hello everyone, this is Mochiko from Buffet Lab. Today I am going to the buffet at Villa Fontaine Grand Tokyo Ariake in Ariake. I visit all you can eat at hotels more than 50 times a year. I share the latest information about hotel buffets in Tokyo, so please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to see my new videos. It's no charge. Today I am visiting a restaurant in Ariake for the first time. It might also be the first time for this channel to come to Ariake. This time my destination is Villa Fontaine Grand Tokyo Ariake. The price is quite reasonable, and I had been interested in this restaurant for a while. I heard that they are holding a fair using spring ingredients for their 5th anniversary, so I decided to come. Let's go inside right away. I visited in mid-April, and there were many dishes using spring ingredients like cherry blossoms and bamboo shoots. There was roast beef served at the live kitchen, a delicious-looking bokkake rice bowl, and a seafood rice bowl you can make yourself. Everything looks so tasty. I'm not sure where to start, but as usual, I'll begin with appetizers. First, this duck meat. Let's also take some strawberries. Next is a salad. It's full of seafood. On the side, I'll take plenty of vegetables. I usually don't take salads at buffets, so I'm a bit unsure if this way of plating is okay. I'll add croutons, bacon bits, and fried onions. There were 3 types of dressings, but I chose the grated carrots dressing this time. Let's return to the table and eat. By the way, at this restaurant you can see the Eureka Momi train passing by through the large windows. Oh, and here's the drink corner. Soft drinks are included in the buffet price, and you can choose from this corner. Alcohol is also available, but it requires an additional fee. According to the menu, you can enjoy all you can drink cocktails for 2,500 yen. I usually go for non-alcoholic drinks at buffets, so I ordered a mocktail with my friend. We chose the Violet Moon, a mocktail with butterfly pea syrup. After mixing it well and adding the syrup that came with it, the color changes. It's quite exciting. It has a refreshing taste and is delicious. Roasted duck with strawberry balsamic sauce. The combination of duck and strawberries is intriguing. The tender duck meat and the fruity sweetness of the strawberries marinated in balsamic vinegar create a refreshing combination. The moderate acidity of the strawberries is nice. It's a dish that's rich yet light, perfect for the coming season. Seafood and white bean cherry blossom marinade. It's nice to be able to eat plenty of seafood. The marinade has a refreshing taste, and you can feel the umami of the seafood. The soft texture of the white beans is also enjoyable. By the way, it's called a cherry blossom marinade, but I'm not sure where the cherry blossoms come in. Maybe it's the color. Next is the salad. The lettuce and onions are crisp. The crunchy texture of the croutons and the richness of the bacon bits are nice. The carrot dressing is also refreshing, and it feels like I'm eating plenty of vegetables. It feels like a good deal when the dressing also contains vegetables. Next, I'll have some bread. First, the croissant and this Danish. I'll also try this Danish with red bean paste. Strawberry lattice. It's nice to see the strawberry jam peeking through the crispy Danish. The Danish pastry is crispy. The sweet and sour strawberry jam goes well with it. The buttery aroma from the Danish spreads gently, offering a light taste. Butter croissant. Speaking of hotels, croissants are a must. The outside is crispy and the inside is fluffy. You can feel the richness of the butter and a slight sweetness. It's simple but very delicious. Mini red bean Danish. The crispy Danish pastry and the gentle sweetness of the red bean paste match perfectly. It has a moderate sweetness and offers a comforting taste. Next to the Japanese food corner, first this kimpira. This is a dish with kelp. Next is konjac and burdock. It's nice to have these comforting Japanese dishes, konjac and burdock. As I mentioned earlier, having these kinds of Japanese dishes, especially at a dinner buffet, is quite rare. It's a simmered dish with a sweet and spicy flavor, perfect as a side dish with rice. The konjac is well seasoned, and the more you chew, the more umami you can taste. It's a comforting flavor. Shredded kelp with cod roe. This is also a good side dish for rice. Shredded kelp mixed with the spicy flavor of cod roe. The moderate spiciness adds a nice accent. Eating it with rice would definitely be delicious. Salted kimpira with butter burr and bamboo shoots. I like kimpira dishes. You can enjoy the crunchy texture of bamboo shoots and butter burr. The aroma of sesame oil is also pleasant, and the overall taste is well balanced. It's a classic Japanese dish. Next, let's get some warm dishes. First, this penne, and this meat dish is a pink color from cherry blossoms. Next is pizza. It has sakura shrimp on it. Here are some vegetables. It's nice that this buffet has a lot of vegetables. I'll take some cherry blossom salt on the side. Spring cabbage carbonara. Penne carbonara is quite rare. The pen has a firm texture and the rich cream sauce coats it well. The hearty bacon and the spicy kick of pepper add a nice accent, making it delicious. The subtle sweetness of the spring cabbage is pleasant and the overall balance is good. Vegetable roast. Next, some vegetables. The vibrant colors are nice. The broccoli is crisp. The bell peppers have a crunchy texture and a slight sweetness. The cherry blossom salt enhances that sweetness. The cauliflower is also juicy. It's a simple dish that allows you to fully enjoy the deliciousness of the ingredients. Nanohana and sakura shrimp pizza. The crust is firm on the outside and moist on the inside. The savory flavor of the sakura shrimp and the slight bitterness of the nanohana give a spring-like feel. It's simple but has depth. Pork with cherry blossom miso. This is also a spring dish. The tender meat has a rich red miso flavor. The more you chew, the more umami and richness you can enjoy. The pink-colored garnish has a cherry blossom flavor. It adds not only color, but also an accent to the taste, making each bite exciting. Now, one of today's highlight dishes, the seafood rice bowl. There are two types of rice, vinegared rice and plain white rice. Which do you prefer? I definitely prefer vinegared rice. It's a joy to place your favorite seafood on top. Tuna, salmon, squid, small scallops, sweet shrimp, and finally cod roe. Cod roe is quite rare, isn't it? Don't forget to take some wasabi, seafood rice bowl. I've generously topped it. It's full of fresh seafood, especially the size of this tuna. It's very satisfying. You can enjoy the umami of the seafood spreading in your mouth. The popping texture and moderate spiciness of the cod roe also add a nice accent. Now let's have some roast beef. The meat is cut right in front of you. This time I chose the grated sauce. Australian roast beef, grated sauce. The meat is tender and melts in your mouth. The refreshing taste of the grated sauce enhances the umami of the meat. It's juicy but not heavy at all. This roast beef is really delicious. I'll definitely have seconds. Let's get some more warm dishes. Next is this fish dish. It's full of spring ingredients like fish, clams, and bamboo shoots. Next is another dish, tomato stew, roasted white fish and clams with bamboo shoots in cherry blossom white wine sauce. The white fish is moist and fluffy. The white wine sauce is creamy and mild, going well with the fish and clams. The crunchy texture of the bamboo shoots adds a nice accent, allowing you to fully enjoy the feeling of spring. Chicken drumettes and bamboo shoots in tomato stew. This is another spring-like dish with bamboo shoots. The chicken drumettes are so tender they fall apart. The acidity and sweetness of the tomato, along with its richness, blend perfectly with the meat, enhancing its umami. The crunchy texture of the bamboo shoots is also nice. Let's get some more warm dishes. This bokkake rice bowl is quite rare. The large chunks of meat are impressive. They're so big, it's like they're not beef tendons but actual meat. It's also nice that you can make it soupy at the buffet. I'll also get the soup next to it on my way back. Bokkake rice bowl, it has a sweet and spicy flavor. The large chunks of meat are tender. The daikon radish is also well seasoned, which is nice. Combining it with the soupy rice makes for the best taste. This is delicious. It's a taste that makes you eat too much. Minestrone soup. This is also a classic soup. The tomato-based soup is refreshing, yet full of the sweetness and umami of vegetables. It's very delicious. Next from the live corner, this soup. I feel like I've seen this bowl often. Since the roast beef is next to it, I'll get seconds. This time, I'll choose the balsamic sauce. Australian roast beef, balsamic sauce. The refreshing balsamic sauce goes well with the juicy meat. Compared to the grated sauce earlier, this one feels much lighter. If you want to enjoy the richness of the meat more, the grated sauce might be better. Both are delicious, but it's fun to compare them based on your preference or mood at the time. Zuppa di pesce, it seems to be an Italian seafood soup. The tomato-based soup has a refreshing taste, yet the umami of the seafood is well infused. The ingredients include fish, squid, clams, and more. This would probably go well with a baguette. Now a detour to desserts. This time, I'll have 2 glass sweets. Fruit jelly. The pink color is fitting for this season. Inside the wobbly jelly are cherries and peaches. The sweetness of the fruits and the moderate acidity are well balanced, making it refreshing. Cherry blossom blancmange. You can slightly taste the coconut flavor from this blancmange. On top of it is a jelly with a cherry blossom aroma. It's a dessert that lets you feel the spring. Next is ramen. Boil the noodles and pour the soup on top. It's nice that there are plenty of sakura shrimp in it. Sakura shrimp salt ramen. The salty soup brings out the roasted flavor of the sakura shrimp. It's simple but has a deep taste. Because it's light, it's perfect as the last dish after eating a lot. Now curry. First, I scoop some rice and then pour a lot of curry sauce on top. The meat seems to be ground beef. Curry. This curry has lots of ground meat and a slightly spicy flavor. The fluffy rice goes really well with it. It's a classic dish that you can't go wrong with. It's just delicious. Now is the final stretch, desserts. First is a layered cake. Next is something that feels very spring-like. Here is a gâteau au chocolat. Next is warabi mochi. Looks like there's no brown sugar syrup this time. This one is also a traditional Japanese sweet. And finally, shortcake, strawberry shortcake. The berry syrup is soaked into the sponge, making it very soft. The sweet and sour flavor of the strawberries and the light sponge go perfectly together. It's a classic taste. Tokyo Tome milk mousse cake, a very spring-like dessert. I think I've seen a similar cake before. It has layers of strawberry mousse and milk-flavored mousse. Just like how it looks, it's a very spring-like cake. Fromage frais. Maybe this is a cheesecake? The richness of the cheesecake is not too strong. I wish the strawberry flavor was a bit stronger. Gâteau au chocolat. Let's try this one. On top of the sponge cake is a rich chocolate that tastes like fresh chocolate. It melts smoothly in your mouth. It's sweet and gentle, and kids would probably love it too. Matcha warabi mochi. Another traditional Japanese dessert. The matcha flavor is a little light, but there's a nice bitter taste in the aftertaste. It wasn't available this time, but I think it would taste even better with brown sugar syrup. Mizumanju water jelly cake. It has a chewy texture. Inside is smooth red bean paste. The balance is just right. Even though it's simple, you can really enjoy the delicious taste of traditional Japanese sweets. And finally, soft serve ice cream. I love finishing with soft serve. It brings me back to childhood. By the way, one of my friends who came with me requested a melon cream soda a little while ago, so I made one. Soft serve ice cream, it has a light and refreshing taste, perfect as a final dish. Not too sweet, so you can enjoy it until the end. And that's the end of my meal. Here are Mochiko's top picks. Australian roast beef. My favorite sauce is the grated ponzu. The beef is soft and melts in your mouth. The ponzu adds a refreshing taste. It's tender but not greasy, and I felt like I could eat as much as I wanted. Bokkake don. The meat was huge and made me happy. It was full of flavor and juicy with extra broth. It was truly delicious. This buffet had many classic dishes, but the roast beef bokkake don and seafood bowl were especially amazing. What surprised me the most was the price. Buffets have become expensive lately, but this one was very reasonable. It's a great choice for family outings too. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I upload new buffet videos every week, so don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. See you at the next buffet.